you to come and give account of all this your 774,000 jobs. It was just like that to them. Hey, excuse me. He didn't show up. He called their bluff. They reported him to Bokwari. Sure. Nothing happened. He was flexing. This is a guy. Ordinarily, I've told you this before, Abi. Normal. Everybody that was inside Bokwari's government, every one of them, right now suppose they say, how many they don't kill now, Sha? If to say it was in China, they go don't hang Buhari from want to Buhari by now. 3 months. No. They go don't hang him by now. They go don't hang Oshibajo. Pastor Ruga, they go don't hang him. If not China. Now you go on the count, say, today's date is 7th of August. To want to pass you. Along. If to say not China, those who served inside Bokwari's government, from head to toe, some of them dead by firing squad, some of them dead by Pekonicolor Fulaturi bridge. You see, your own punishment be say, you go to the bridge, away to a Wena bridge. I mean, you go to Iliumi. You know those towers that they built for Iliumi, that water corporation. Back then in Odogbolu, we had water corporation, right? That water corporation have this long, what's they call them? Like tower like that. They say there is a and there water. I'm not sure, but anyway. So your own punishment, you go climb down, you go jump down. If you survive them, good. If you cripple for life. That's your punishment. You go down the count now. If to say a real place, so Otobo Keyamo by now. If you don't kill him, if not China, because you know the way they do it in China is that the first person who is the highest head, and that will go first go. They will go to the next level. Those who are like minister, those who are like you get now, they will go hang them. So they go don't kill Otobo Keyamo by now. But guess what? He ignored the National Assembly. He walked away. No investigation, no nothing. No job, no money. And then he became a Taliban on social media. Fake news merchant that he even got a medal for it. European Union report for 2023 election in Nigeria said Otobo Keyamo is the chief fake news merchant for 2023 election. And you remember that video when he said, we are going to match them propaganda for propaganda. Lie for lie. Truth for truth, as Sheikh Gowiri, minister. It was minister then, no? And people were like, Otobo, she minister money. Is he not a minister anymore? I said, no, he's still a minister. Why can't he just resign like Amici and go and work for this Kolu? Anyway, at the end of the day, Sha, when they started the releasing list of those who are going to be minister or who are not going to be minister, Otobo Keyamo's name didn't come out. On the second batch, it didn't come out until Babariga Mumbai Banking CEO, I am talking of Gandola of Kano, who is now the chairman of APC, Egbekegbe, told us today that we didn't even know how Miriam Shetty's name got into the list as Etikonkon. Bokwari, they said Bokwari didn't even know some of those he appointed as ministers or SA or all of them. He didn't know them. Is it not too early for this demented Kolu to also start with this? I didn't know. You sent name to National Assembly. They said they didn't know how the name of this woman got in. They can't replace her with Otobo Keyamo. So today was his screening. I'm sorry if it's going to bore you, but you please have to kind of, it's part of this presentation because a lot of you have been asking for Labour Party. Where is Labour Party? Where are they not talking? Now today they talk. As they talk today, the whole process, the whole screen is stopped. Akpabioli had to run to Aso Rock. Esa. Problem. What happened? What is going on? There's a problem. The senators are currently like they almost beat themselves because of Otobo Keyamo. Because Otobo Keyamo once told them that they are a bunch of noisemakers. He had no business with them. When they asked him to come and account for the 52 billion naira he got for the 774,000 jobs he said he was creating at the time. and you are running to me. Why do you have to run to me? Am I the one that is going to go back there and confirm? My friend, go back there and confirm him. I don't care about all your Senate and everything. Ashiwaju, it's just that they said they will beat me. Go back there and confirm him. My friend, go back, don't disturb me. That one where you did what you still did yesterday, that I shouldn't go to war. You are back here now asking me about, go back there and confirm. That is exactly what it was like. Akpabioli was sent back to the National Assembly. And ladies and gentlemen, they confirmed him. But when we watch the drama, it's a stretch. But for the record, I want you to listen to this. Meanwhile, if you are still here, you haven't really liked the broadcast. I would advise you should, because it doesn't take time before the whole time will be gone, and you forgot that you didn't like the broadcast. You should. So let's go back to that, the National Assembly, in a quick way, where Keyamo was answering questions.
To be screened today. In fact, in the entire process, we're talking about 48 men and women who have been sent for ministerial screening. Mr. Festus Keyamo taking a bow right now, former Minister of State for Labor and Employment, and at some point in his career, I was actually Minister of State for the Niger Delta at the time when the Senate President, who you're looking at right now, was the Minister of the Niger Delta. So we're seeing that. But that happened just for a month before he was made Minister of State for Niger Delta. And of course, a lot of conversations around his nomination. And we'll be hearing those details shortly.
The last nominee on the list today is a distinguished son of the Niger Delta and a senior advocate of Nigeria, an advocate for justice, and a man who believes in excellence. My dear brother, SN Festus Keyamo, your CV is already with us, and most of us know you. So if there are things you would like to add that are not here, you use the next few minutes to say so. Otherwise, just summarize your life in 1 or 2 minutes so that you can answer questions from the distinguished senators. You are welcome.
Thank you, sir. The President of the Senate, here seated as Chair of the Committee of the whole Senate, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Godwin Obot Akpabio, Commander of the Order of the Niger, and once my boss, always my boss, at the Ministry of the Niger Delta Affairs. So, sir, my boss, I also present myself to you today to hear your testimony about me as your mentee in the Ministry of the Niger Delta Affairs, where you were the boss. We enjoyed a convivial relationship when we were both at the Ministry of the Niger Delta Affairs. The Deputy Senate President, all the principal officers of this most revered Senate, and in particular, I pay special recognition to my 3 senators from Delta states. Distinguished Senator Ede Dafinone, Distinguished Senator Joel Onowapo Thomas, and Distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko, who are very, very personal friends to me for so many years, sir. My name is Festus Egwarewa Adeniyi Keyamo. Paternally, I'm from Delta State, in particular, Uwe local government area of Delta State. And maternally, I'm from Ogun State, in particular, Yewa South local government of Ogun State, Ilaro. And I'm also a constituent of Distinguished Senator Solomon Adeola Olamilekon, who is popularly known as Yayi. He's my He's my senator from Ogun West. In fact, he knows I'm from the royal home there. My mom, where they call Ojo Orono in Ilaro. And we enjoy a very, very convivial relationship. I also see so many senators here who are my mentors, my political leaders, who have personal friends over the years, comrades too. I see 3, 4, 5 comrades here who we have enjoyed very excellent relations over the years. I greet all of you, sir. My appearance here today, sir, can only be by the grace of God, sir, and by the special benevolence, and I repeat, special benevolence of our President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I want to say a special thank you to him for giving me this rare opportunity to serve. In fact, why I say I give all the glory and adoration to God is that on Friday when my name was announced on this floor, I was already packed, my bags and baggies were already packed with my dad, with my family. We're going on a short vacation. I had given up any hope to be here when all of a sudden they said my name had been announced from Lagos. So I started rushing back and we had to cancel all our trips to go on vacation. So I give God all the glory and all the adoration, sir. Briefly, sir, I am a member of the
Oh, Mo, I didn't see that coming. Oh, did you? Did you see that coming? Festus Keyamo from Ilaro, Mr. Adeniyi. So Keyamo is Adeniyi from Ilaro, Ogun West, Senatorial District of Ogun State. I didn't see that coming. Jojo. I didn't see it coming. I was supposed to be one handicap. Of course, now is partly Yoruba. Now we know. Adeniyi Keyamo. Unfortunately, just like everyone else, so we have not had our best. We have had our worst, our degenerates representing our best, and it's cut across everywhere in Nigeria. So yeah, it's Yoruba too. And then anyway, Keyamo didn't have to waste much of your time before the fire started there dropping. I mean, voo. Now Labour Party man first time. I think that's the interesting part. Let's go back into that place because I don't want him to keep entertaining you that too much, like, or annoying you that much, right? Let's see how they treated this my Ilaro brother at the National Assembly today by the senator. This one from Abia.
I want to bring to the notice of this house that sometime in 2020 that an issue came up. And that issue was the public works program. We all welcomed it with open hands because this is something that will help our people. Today we are talking about paying 8,000 to some people to make sure that it will alleviate poverty. Then it was the amount of 20,000 to 1,000 persons across the 774 local governments, which my local government is part of it. And I'm sure your local government is part of it. And today, 1,000 per each local government minimum, 20,000 naira, has a great multiplier effect that will make our people cushion so many effects that would have led our people into a very greater height. But what really happened? At a point, we wanted to carry out our responsibility because if some people can use the instrumentality of law, which they find themselves within their confines of their own authority, to advance for all their justices, why can't we use the instrumentality of the legislature to support our people and help the populace, which we represent? Then, at that point, we invited the nominee because this thing has been a subject of controversy and public debate, which I don't know. We wanted to know and give him fair hearing. Please tell us, because it's now within our own confines authority to know what happened to our constituents. Say, please come and tell us what really happened. What is the structure? What are the indices you are using to carry out these things? Because our people will hold us responsible and accountable. And when he was invited, what we are talking about is a 52 billion naira appropriation, and the right of appropriation resides on the legislature. That is our right. And I know quite well that the right of oversight resides on us because we have to hold you accountable for whatever thing we appropriate to you. It is our right. And when he was invited, he expressly told us, to the public, that we want to hijack his role. That we want to blackmail us, that we are corrupt, that we want to hijack his role. And I know that he midwifed the process. Nobody's against that. He midwifed the process, and this falls within his own area of operation as the junior minister for labor and employment. Highly welcomed. And not only that, he went as far as in the public line to say that when he was asked, which indices did you use to gain this? He said, in quote, they are not from the moon. That was too arrogant to answer Nigerians that way. Because we're talking about what we support and help our people. That is why we are here. Anything outside that, I will walk away from this chamber. My interest, your interest, and the interest of everybody is our people. That is why we are here. Not whatever thing any person is saying. And today, we need to find out, Mr. Senate President. Nobody is stopping him from being cleared. No. And I'm happy the way the president has sent so many people, great people here. We have questioned them, passed through the screening, wonderful people, and we're ready. As much as they are ready to work with the system, we are ready to clear them. But not on the grounds of putting something under the table, not granting some people fair hearing, because I would like us to grant him fair hearing since he has been running away from it, for Nigerians to know what really happened. Because I wouldn't like any person to be holding that, because this thing has been subject of debate here and there. What happened to the 52 billion? What happened to the... But he is here, and it's our responsibility to find out. So, Mr. President of the Senate, I'm of the opinion so strongly that he has to tell us what really happened, but not here. We have to keep it down a little bit. We're not saying that we're not going to clear him. This is a house that can reconvert at any point. You can even call for an emergency and we'll reconvert. Because we would not like what happened at the last administration, where some people felt that the president was in charge and so many other things were happening out there. We won't take it this time around. We want a situation, we hold you responsible from the onset. Since Mr. President has started showing us the right hand, we must follow along that side to make sure that we work with him in that right hand as well. Therefore, Mr. President of the Senate, I'm of the opinion that we hold this down a little bit, and I move a motion that we suspend forthwith this nomination and wait until when this is clear, so that he can freely work in our environment and tell Nigerians, I have perfectly done well because this record has been put straight. That is my submission, Mr. Senate President. I rest my case.
Thank you. So you heard him, and it's pretty much like all I told you too, but that's how it happened, and that's how he put it to him. Then the Senator Abaribe, Eyinaya Abaribe, the man that said, now grace of God and the love from his people that saved him from the obedient waves that swept through Nigeria in February. He said it. He said, for real, people don't want to have anything to do with anyone else but Obi. Remember, he survived, and he actually had to do a thanksgiving to say, oh my God, thank you. I for don't kiss the dust like Unamani, even though I didn't do anything wrong. But the tsunami was to clear everybody, whether you are good, half good, or bad, or worse, or anything, everybody clear. Eyinaya Abaribe is the one that seconded the motion that no, we can't continue, even though it's partly drama, okay? Let it be on record, right? What they say, and then at what time too. So Eyinaya Abaribe seconded the motion moved by a Labour Party senator. That's a PDP senator, by the way. Listen.
Senator Darlington Wokocha, that in view of Section 88B of the 1B of the Constitution, which mandates the National Assembly to go ahead and look into the conduct of affairs of any person, authority, or ministry. And where such a person refuses and deliberately stays away from letting the National Assembly do its work, and in view of the fact that this nominee rejected the summons of both the House of Representatives and the Senate, that I do support that this nominee should be stepped down pending when he decides that the National Assembly has that right to inquire into the workings of a minister and his ministry. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded. Those who are in support of the motion that the screening of the nominee be stepped down until further inquiries, say aye. Aye. Those who are against, say nay. Distinguished colleagues, don't worry. Distinguished colleagues, distinguished colleagues, distinguished colleagues, speak from there, please. Distinguished colleagues, I will put the question again.
Given the chance.
Distinguished colleagues, distinguished colleagues, point of order. Mr. President, point of order. Mr. President, point of order.
Àtisebo, àtisete, àtisete, àtinúparọ́ tipẹ́, àtisete, òtítọ́ òdìmú òdodo òsì mọ́, àtisete, òtítẹ́, kágbádé fáláre, àtisete, kágbẹ̀bí fáláre, àtisete adájọ́ ń parọ́ torí owó, àtisete, àtisete òṣèlú ń parọ́ nítorí ipò, àtisete, adisete udogbo nste adisete adisete ijangi aráàlú adisete.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
what
shall I say? Thank you,
We can deliver,
Those were the men and women that as the senior lawmakers in Nigeria, the retirement home for failed governors and their lackeys. Of course, individually in that room, the people you saw in that room, individually, they go home every month with nothing less than a 50 million naira each. Nothing less than that. And that's the one who is not smart enough to make extra extra budgetary looting that actually fund their lifestyle. But look at them. Nay, nay, no, yay, nay, no, yay, nay. Akpabiole had to stand up and said, order, order. Okay, fine. Suspension of this session. So they had to step down, like say, you know what, we're going to take a break. That was when Akpabiole ran to the villa to go and brief Kolu. And you know Kolu is not in good mood. This Niger thing. You know now. You can't go out and say they rejected Otobo Keyamo. Why are you here? Go back to them and, and that's exactly what Akpabiole did. He went back and out of the 48 names that Kolu sent to them, they confirmed Otobo Keyamo. Otobo Keyamo is going to be a minister. He has been confirmed. Despite all of those, forget it. That one is just like side attraction. They don't write a name. They don't go approve him. They don't approve him. But there's a man, they didn't approve his name. And two others. Guess who's that? El Rufaya. Isn't that shocking? Would they have to resend his name again? I'll be waiting. They haven't given the reason why they didn't confirm El Rufaya. But it's not confirmed. I'll give you the names of those they didn't confirm. So, they have confirmed Werewike. They've confirmed Devulumai. They've confirmed Otobo Keyamo. Another person called Fagbemi, Tinubu's lawyer, in this tribunal trial. They've confirmed him. They've also confirmed another person called Tunji Ojo, Dele Alake. They've confirmed him. Right? But there's this Tunji Ojo. Is that not the same Tunji Ojo that they said called the senators corrupt? I'm sorry, is that not the guy? Keep mixing them together. Is that Tunji Ojo or something? Yeah, that must be him. That young man that was a critic of Tinubu and APC. But his name got nominated. And the senator said he has to apologize to them for criticizing them on Twitter. Oh, that's Bosun. No, that's not Tunji Ojo then. Okay. So it's like they have confirmed Bosun. For those, that's a 40, what do you call it? 48. 45 out of 48. But they didn't confirm El Rufaya for some reason. But hopefully, maybe they just have to tell us later what happened. But anyway, that was that. So talking about the guy that abused them on Twitter. The one that abused, yeah, that's Bosun. You know that dildo senator, Abo. Is that not his name? Abo. Yeah, dildo senator, sure you know him. He was kind of saying some jargons at a point when they were screening the guy. And Akpabiole said something that people felt like, Omo, that one, if somebody said that to me, Omo, I no go greet him again, no. I'll show you the video, right? I'll show you. So it was pretty much about confirming their nominees, which now came out like they didn't confirm 3 of them, but they confirmed 45. So we'll send their names again, Abi. But watch this dildo senator and his argument and his presentation during one of their screenings. Okay? Yesterday also.
Then sit in a chair. You will live long, Mr. President. God bless you. Mr. President, sitting a chair, few days ago, I commended the President of Nigeria for nominating many women into his cabinet. He kept his promise. Most of these women, if you look at their average age, 39 years, average. If you put all of them together, divide their age, give it 37 to 39 years. A young man is also standing before us today. In line with Mr. President's promise to young Nigerians that he will be part of my government, and he brought a young man. Look at his dressing, Mr. President, green and white. That is Nigerian. He came with Nigerian flag because of his passion for this country. Mr. President will not lie to you. Let me speak in pidgin English. Sometimes this country, they choke. They choke us. Mr. President, a few days ago, I was coming back from Kenya on the assignment that this parliament sent me. When I landed at Addis Ababa International Airport, I saw Nigerians being hoarded by a corner, denied flight. I came out of the line, and I asked the immigration people there, why are you keeping these people without them boarding a plane? They told me I should go back to my line. I removed my diplomatic passport. I said, I'm a diplomat. I want to know why they are not boarding the flight. The moment they saw my international passport, red passport, they directed me to a seat, and I sat down there. What I'm saying, I'm on live television. Some Nigerians were in that flight, and they saw me when I left my queue. And I found out what they did. And I told them, give me back these Nigerians, let me take them to my country and hand them to immigration in my country. Most of them, Mr. President, they were treated in such a manner because they are using green passport. Sometimes, when young people tweet what they tweet and they express their frustration on social media, I want you to know that we are doing this out of the love that we have for this country. Not that we hate this country. We have nowhere to go. This is our country. This is an orphan, without a father, without a mother, without a godfather, recognized by the president for his work and presented to serve. Most of these young people who are leaving the country, Mr. President is telling them, come back. Don't be insulted us from America. Don't be insulted us from England. Come back, Nigeria. Let's build this country together. And that's why Mr. President nominated him to come back home and not for this country. We commend Mr. President for the love that he has for youth, for women, and his vision for a new Nigeria. Colleagues, please, I beg you as a young person, when you see us sometimes you express passion, support us as your sons, as your daughters. Don't use our aid against us. Use our aid to see that we help this country. I beg colleagues, this boy is very intelligent. Take a bow and go, please.
Honestly, Senator Abu, you know, you will agree with me that this Senate has been very kind to you. In spite of all the noise you make in the Senate, we tolerate you because we recognize the youthfulness in you. I'm very proud of your speech today.
President sitting in a chair, you will live long.
I didn't give you the heads up, right? I wanted you to hear that part. He actually spoke very well. You know that? I'll tell you something. When you look at some of these ignorant, miseducated, or those who chose to have this selective amnesia, when they look at a lot of us who talk about Nigeria, they think we hate Nigeria. And their criminal leaders love Nigeria. Okay? And it's kind of what it has always been like, you know, when they feel like talking about these failed criminals and what they have done or are doing to Nigeria is an act of insubordination, kind of unpatriotic act. We were supposed to be like Cameroon, Just say everything is fine. And Pobia is doing well. No, that kind of life, yeah, like stagnant. Maybe not as worse as Cameroon anyway. Like, I don't think that will ever happen in Nigeria that much, right? They call us enemy of Nigeria when the real enemies of Nigeria are the reasons why we are talking before they kill all of us with all their greed and all their corruption, the consequences of their corruption. We choose to speak out. Save our souls like that. You point your dirty, filthy fingers and point them at us and say we are enemies of Nigeria. When those who are actually killing you, making laws and policies that are destroying you, are called what? Your leaders. But there is one thing, one tiny thing I need to also point out. What will make anybody who criticizes APC to want to take any appointment to work for APC? Bele lecturer. Remember what I told you about those Nigerians who are abroad? And we are of different categories. People like us who have chosen that, we know where this is headed. Okay? And we would rather never, ever be part of it. Right? Self-conviction. We know others who are also abroad that can't wait to jump on the ship and join the sharing bazaar in the name of, I want to go and serve my country. You don't serve your country in the midst of criminals. No. We call them the Bele lecturers. You think they are living abroad. They are okay. Of course they are okay. But if you see any of them that decided to go and take any job from these corrupt criminals and government in Nigeria, they're not doing it because they kind of, I know what I'm talking about too. But you see this guy, Bosun, his own is different. He actually created something, right? And being a startup or sort of somebody who created something that serves the people in this financial sector and all that. You saw this, your card, your payment process and all that have now come to be in Nigeria today or Africa. This guys actually built a lot of those startups. So somehow, they also submitted a proposal to Tinubu's campaign. And immediately after the campaign, Tinubu chose to pick one of them. That idea that you said we can use. And you know why they are picking him? Shemeka tell you. They picked him because they believe that they can use their payment system to make those who are going to be collecting the 80,000 naira from Tinubu, for you to actually have your money directly paid to you and the rest of that kind of idea, which will never happen, by the way. And that is why I wonder why people who have actually done something with their lives would want to go and take job in the hand of the drug lord and this criminal establishment in Nigeria in the name of, I want to go and serve my country. Bele lecturers. It's not about serving any goddamn country. It's about joining the party. But you found something that gives you the ticket to join the table. That's it, your meal ticket. I'm an inventor. I created this and that. I could do this, I could do that with your government. All these ideas, they're not going to use them. But fair enough, that guy, Senator Abo, was talking about people who express themselves against what is going on in Nigeria. People like us have more value. That's what I want to point out to you. You see those who actually stand up to point out the failure of these criminals, they have more value than the rest of you praise singers, sellers, unknown. Majority of you are unknown. Or you see this face, Mayegun, and people like Mayegun like that you call enemy of Nigeria, they have more value. We are more spoken about or talk about in the midst of your criminal leaders than they talk about the rest of you. Have you heard about that one Mayegun? Have you seen his latest video? Yes, they discuss us. Oh, did you hear what he said about today? Have you watched this latest Mayegun? They discuss us in their midst. As much as they would love to see any means of saying, go and talk to them and see what they want. We can give them something. Maybe they need money. Maybe they need this or that. So they talk about us more than they talk about some of you, Ajiyajes, social media bandits, Facebook adsmen. Which simply means a lot of your criminal leaders, they value those who criticizes them in a way to see either to find a way to buy them over and bury them, or find a way to tap from whatever idea these people you call enemy of Nigeria really have to offer. Now, they value their critic. They value us more than you, this online beggars. So, seriously. And that is why a lot of you always kind of worry that, it's a matter of time. They will soon buy them. I remember Kiniko, they bought him. I remember Kiniko, they bought him. And that's why some of you are still on Mayegun's diary political waiting for the day that you hear that they have paid Mayegun the price he's asking for too. Because you know, they won't pay you that for defending or for fighting on social media for them. They won't pay you that kind of payout, Abi. You don't even expect it because you don't have that value, Abi. Or you will sit down there and be like, enemy, you are enemy of Nigeria. They will soon pay him off. He's a Yoruba man. I know he's a Yoruba man. They will soon pay him off. Oh, he's an Igbo man. They will soon pay him off. Oh, it's this one and that. They will soon pay him because you know you have no real value in the scheme of things. And these are the points you should be watching out for. Those of you who want to die for them. Bosun was very critical. He was a great critic of Tinubu. I'm talking about tweeting. Sure, you know how tweets be now. Where you go drop some certain things and everybody will be like, oh my God. Wow. So the guy got called up. And it wasn't a random thing. So don't see it as if me, Mayegun, if I go put proposal to give to anybody in Nigeria. For example, if I say, you know me, I'm Mayegun. I have millions of viewers around me, and I am a media specialist. I can help you with your campaign. I can help you with your this and that. And I submit proposal to them without telling them all of you. You can't hear say breaking news. Abia State Governor has appointed Mayegun as a special advisor on media. I say, hey, I will come here. I can't say, I'm so surprised. I say, congratulations, Mayegun. Congratulations, my Ironio. I don't go give them proposal from behind, though. But nothing is random. Here you get. And I like that when somebody said never Mayegun. They don't get my own price because the only price that will actually make me want to be part of anything in that what is today's Nigeria is when Yoruba land, my region, is no longer part of this fake one Nigeria anymore. And we're going to get there. You know what I mean? When the Yorubas are no longer part and parcel of whatever happened inside your Abuja and what have you, whatever system of government that is in place then, that's when you see people like us that will show face. Not in this year Nigeria. No, never. When they say never Mayegun, you're right. Yeah? I'm just saying. Nothing is random. If they say they don't give Mayegun appointment, it's not random. That means Mayegun Timba won't sorrow. We are friends in here. I have been sending them proposal. I have been talking to them behind the scene. So I will come act like I am surprised. I am surprised, though. I am so surprised that they appointed me special advisor. Who you the bobo? Talon wine. For those who know better, so you will never see my name on their lips. You will never see my name on their list. It will never happen. I know if they are friend. They say I no get close mouth. If you tell her anything, you go tell everybody. If you show them anything, it go show everybody. So they don't talk to me that way. So you will never see my name on their lips or any of my team close to them. You will never see anything like that. But I just thought you should have that as an example, okay? That those who are criticizing your criminal leaders, it's not because they hate Nigeria. Yes, they may hate your leaders with what they have done, okay? So turning around and pointing fingers and calling them enemies of Nigeria, some of you no get sense. When things come to what it is, right? Those voices are more listened to than the voice of you vuvuzelas. That's why you are begging most of the time. Yeah, this time around, we work hard, though. You must give us something, oh. We work hard for this election. You must reward us, oh. Yoruba job for Yoruba, this and that. Look at you. You have no real value in the scheme of things. Seriously. No matter what I say about the governors in Ogun State, the day I say, hey, good afternoon, Mr. Governor, they will welcome me with open arms. You don't understand. If I enter Nigeria today, with all I have said about them and exposed about them, dubious Dapo, the fraudulent governor of Ogun State, as much as you will think, they go carry handcuff, sheke, and no, they won't. They won't. You have no idea. And that's why I told people that you shouldn't worry about me, even though I don't want to find out. There's nothing really inviting or whatever in Nigeria that will actually attract me to Nigeria. Not now. Sure you get. So I don't want to go find out, but it will shock you. When I went home in 2018 for my mom's burial, a lot of you saw my video and you're like, oh my God, it's in Nigeria. Every day I was like, meanwhile, behind the scene, the people where you think say are the abuse, they talk about, if they see me like this, kutu wenjini abikuje. I mean, no joke. They were busy calling, trying to find time to have a one-on-one with me, Mayegun. Sure you get. Oh, is it going to be? Where is it going to be next time? I mean, where is it going to be? We can come around the Ikeja if it's going to be in Ikeja. Oh, we can come to his hotel if he's going to be in his hotel. Or you can bring him down to Island. You know, we can arrange that. You can bring him to Island. I am talking about the same people you think I talk about all the time. Oh, he's around. He's around. But they never had to see me because I'm not like, you know. Now, one kabu, one of my lovely friends gave to me. One lovely guy who was my driver, taking me everywhere at the time. I didn't have much money to go to anybody, and I would never actually go to anybody. Some of them had to come to my mom's burial. Yeah, they came to my mom's burial. Right? And some of them came to me and started introducing themselves. Mayegun, sorry, it's me. I am, can you go? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Thank you, sir. The point I'm making is that the value that people you think are enemies, the exposure, your criminal leaders will do anything to close so many mouths. And whatever it can take, they will pay that, Abi, because they have value. Think about your life. Think about your life. You can never make it. When you continue to be the vuvuzela, for these criminal politicians in Nigeria, Abi, you can never make it. Look at your life. Look at your life. I mean, you can imagine what it's going to be like if I say I have a bill. You know that, Abi? So what is going to be your bill? Not even good governance is given to you. Like that one, you don't even need anybody to pay you. It's just good government, electricity, infrastructure, good job, security, safety for your children, nice educational system. Like, you know what I mean? These are the things that should be your benefit for fighting for them. You don't get all of that. Those you call enemies are those who kind of, we can walk in and take anything. You don't know that. Do you? You don't. Oh, anyway, it's all right. And that is just that. And talking about the people who believe, we all have different beliefs. For those who still think they can save Nigeria, good luck to you. Okay? And for those who knows that if you really love Nigeria, the best thing you can do is not to provide no solution. No, don't bring any solution. Let's start talking about the existence of Nigeria, where everybody's interest should be brought onto the table. I mean, like, if you really still want to be the same country, why can't we have a conversation around that? Our differences have never been this pronounced like we have now. Now, we have those differences, right? Why can't we talk about them? From there, you can begin to realize that we don't have anything in common per se. If all of us have to be honest with ourselves at that point, if we want to continue to be one country, it has to be another written agreement that must come from all of these people who want to be part of that country. I mean, there should be a conversation, national conversation, national conference, national theater, whatever you want to call it. But if you continue to say the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, trust me, right? You can continue to go, roll in that quagmire. It's called, they call it catch-22. Rat race, Abi. I'll leave you to that, to those who might want to kind of add their own voice to this conversation tonight. But before I take calls, this message from this, I would say African, over the Niger debacle. Have you shared this broadcast and have you liked it? Have you? Oh, bless you. Thank you. Now, I'm going to take calls. any moment from now. Well, listen to this.
Gentlemen, this is Comrade Mohammed Ali Ringe. I want to say this very means to congratulate members of the Senate for denouncing the instruction needed by His Excellency, Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, seeking for Nigerian Armed Forces to invade Niger Republic. Nigeria and Niger, we are together. You, Mr. President, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, able to say you share borders with Niger, the Yorubas, no western part of Nigeria, Lagos, Ondo, Ekiti, Oyo, Oshun. If they share the borders with the Niger Republic, can you suggest for Nigeria to go into war with the Republic of Niger? So don't play with our intelligence. We have voted for you tremendously, and we supported APC 100%. But now you wanted to reward us with bad. What concerns Nigeria with coup d'etat? How many coup d'etat took place in West Africa? It took place at Guinea-Conakry. It took place at Republic of Mali with capital at Bamako. It took place at Burkina Faso with capital at Ouagadougou. Why? Then the ECOWAS has not intended to embed Mali, Guinea, and Burkina Faso. Now you wanted to incite war between Nigeria and the Niger Republic. As we at the extreme end of Nigeria, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, and so on and so forth, Borno and so on and so forth, we have shared the border. Our parents, our forefathers were having intermarriage between Niger and Nigeria. I want to repeat it again, that even to say the Yorubas share a border with the Niger Republic, can you suggest war to be conducted between Nigeria and Niger? Nothing more than this. Gentlemen, this is Comrade Mohammed Ali Ringe.
The audio can be very late, especially when you have any video that is over 2 minutes, okay? But that's that. So we're going to take a break, and I am going to go make myself another cup of tea. But before I go, right, I have this quick one, make a hide down. I know that what they breed in Nigeria is poverty and ignorance. But sometimes, when you see ignorant people displaying their ignorance publicly, sometimes you are compelled to see if, we could educate them, okay? Now, I read some of these comments where you will see, I think it was actually removed. Somebody removed a comment on YouTube, right? Where one lunatic said, oh, this Mayegun is just cashing out on the Obingos. That's what he said, Obingos. Okay? However, it is actually a deliberate ignorance, but let's kind of educate them. Okay? You see, this is 2023. All right? If somehow you have been living under the rock, which is not likely that you are, if you know Mayegun, that means you know me very well. Now, you see, in this 2023, right, when I do what I am doing right now, when I am actually like streaming, I could be doing anything. The moment I have audience who actually get attracted to that, and they became audience for real, right? Now, at that point, with today's time that you have, it can automatically turn to earnings for you. Now, this is Mayegun, all right? If what I do eventually earns me money, simply because even you, watching me, you don't like Mayegun, but a lot of you will know one thing, that even those of you Lagos Abobakus, Buhari Dens, Buhari Diderins, if it is not kind of ignorance or stupidity, you will realize that every time you pick up your phone and you tune in to watch Mayegun the same way you are watching me right now, whether you are Revolution Now whether you are for Biafra, whether you are for Yoruba nation, or whether you are even obedient, articulutas, wherever you are, even when you are not Nigerians. But this is 2023, okay? If you take time, if you ever branch and watch my video, you are already contributing to the view which those who advertises on my program or on my videos, right, pay me. Now, it is so foolhardy and stupid for you to be watching Mayegun like everyone else. You are sitting down there for hours, watching, commenting, and you are telling yourself, Mayegun is cashing out on Obingos. Are you not that daft? Number one, you can't stop watching me. You know that. Every 8 o'clock, you know, even if I don't come live, you are going to be here and say, that way Mayegun is not live tonight. Oh, what am I going to do with my life this evening now? Because this Mayegun is not on. You always come here to see when I'm live or not. And you are kind of stupidly pointing fingers at others and say, he's using you to cash out. No. I am using the failure of your leaders, okay, to teach you that if they were succeeding, at least if they have the quality of success in leadership, is it not enough for you to open YouTube too? And start showing the good things that Tinubu is doing or APC has done? I mean, you can make money too. Were you born to die wretched? I'm just asking, like, are you not interested in showing us the good things that Mayegun is not telling people? Or you don't have that kind of brain to put together all the good things that they are doing and show to the world. You will not make it is called deliberate ignorance. You understand? And every now and then, you know it that I am your conscience. I am the one that continue to remind you that no matter how many fingers you point everywhere, take a look at it. You are pointing fingers. How many of them are facing you when you do this? You're pointing 2, right? 3 of them are facing you. You can blame everybody else for why these criminals are ruining and destroying Nigeria, but not them. But the day you look at it very well, you realize that you are actually pointing the accusing fingers at yourself as an enabler of those who don't give a shit about you. Can't you just open YouTube, Facebook, and start telling people about the good things they are doing? Instead of you coming to Mayegun's Diary Political to add to my view, you are adding to my view. I don't have to take a kobo or a penny from you. There are those who are making money from me. So they give me some of it. How could you come and advertise to people, to a platform with over 2 million views in a month? You don't musician, no, na talk at the talk. Sure, you get. I'm not a musician. I'm not. What do you call it? I'm not your Nollywood. I'll be waiting you they call. Just this is what I do: presenting facts, having conversation around what is going on in Nigeria, and at the same time raising the subconsciousness of the same people who have somehow been, So they are making money from me. They put all the adverts on my video. So you want them to keep making money without giving that to me, right? Why don't you go and open one too? It's using them to make money. No, I'm using all of you, pata, who come here to tap from what I have to say, okay? I am using all of you as my own pipe. You know what they call them? The pipe that actually transfer all the truth, whether you like it or not, whether you deny it or not, but your conscience will tell you he's actually saying the truth, though. And he's saying the truth, though. That's all that matters. Ma go make another tea. Sorry about that. Ma go make tea. When I come back, I'll take calls. So if you are an Agbado, a Nigerian, if you don't want Mayegun to use your story to make money, you should never watch Mayegun. I mean, that's so easy, right? I will never watch people I don't like. You should just unsubscribe, go away. Or you know you can't go anywhere. Now your healing center be this. No matter how angry you get, you have to still come for your dosage. If not, a lot of you will run mad with what they are already showing you out there. So deny. Deny that you will unsubscribe and you will never come back here again, so that Mayegun will not use you to make money. And at the same time, some people only watch the following day or third day. Oh, you're not mad. You will not pretend. So I do my best here to give some of you the healing, even when you live in denial. It's what I do. So if you want to complain about the other part, the best thing is to not come for the service. And I will also still use that story to teach others too. That is what I do. And I'm becoming very good at it, by the way, like very good at it. So, that means you're going to have me you're going to have me around for a very long time. You better get ready, So I'm going to make my tea. I've taken most of your time. I won't take much calls because I've already stolen most of the time, okay? But do me that favor, like the broadcast. When I come back, I'll take calls.
Liar.